talking. I don't know who this man is. I only heard of him because of the body that was found in his car. I saw the image of that beautiful, beautiful little girl, because she was a little girl. I think she was 14 years old when she was killed, basically. And I felt the urge to read on her. Maybe it was her spirit. And I usually don't read on murder victims. The only one that I've read on was Shanquella Robinson, but I felt the urge to read on her. So if you guys know who this person is, if you know a little bit more about the case, I would help it if you guys help me out with it, because I don't know this man. Like, I really don't know who this man is. And apparently he has like millions of Spotify listeners. Like, who the F is he? Okay, so, oh, that is so bright. That is so bright. Let me turn off oh gosh, that is so bright. Okay, so David, I don't like, what the hell even is this man's like full name? David. So David. Okay. All right. What is his birthday? March 28th. Is he an Aries? I think he's an Aries, March 28th. And her name is Celeste, right? Celeste. I think she had a Hispanic last name. Celeste Rivas. Okay. That poor child. Celeste Rivas. What was her birthday so I can see? Rivas Hernandez. Okay. Celeste Rivas Hernandez. Because wasn't her birthday supposed to be in September? I think that would make her a Virgo or Libra? Oh, Virgo. Okay. He's an Aries. Oh, sorry. You guys are telling me all this stuff here. Okay, he's an Aries and she was a Virgo. He was dating her when she was like 13 and he was in... I read that he met her when she was 10 or 11, which is crazy to me. Crazy to me. Okay, let's look at him first, because I mean, she recently passed. I don't really want to, like, you know, disturb her spirit, because I'm sure a lot of people are reading on her. So I'm going to be, he gives me the heebie-jeebies. So this is the photo that I'm looking at him, Actually, let me look for a different photo.
Before we start the reading, just a quick heads up. I offer personal tarot readings on my website, including same-day and next-day delivery options. If you're interested, check out the link in the description box below. All right, let's get into it.
Ooh, Jesus. Oh, gosh. Oh, I'm sorry. This guy. Okay, this is the photo that I'm using to pick up on him. So he's an Aries. She's a Virgo. Let me get some of these cards. I'm going to do like the regular personality, because again, I have no idea who this man is. But we shall see. Shadow side, all this stuff. So I'll do that stuff first. And then I'll get into your questions. Yes, it is unsettling. It is unsettling. And let me turn off my notifications. Okay. David. He doesn't really feel too worried, to be honest. He doesn't feel too worried. It feels like, so I'm just asking for the overall energy that he has right now. He really doesn't feel that worried, to be honest. He feels like he's more worried about his money. Oop, the incense kind of fell over towards the cards. It looks like he's more worried about his money so far. And it kind of feels like, I wonder if he's moving some of his money around. Like maybe he's putting them into a home, or he's taking like some kind of equity or something out on a home, something to that effect, moving it around. Or maybe he has some money that's lying around in a rental home or a home that he owns, and he's just like gathering it together. But it seems like he's more concerned about whatever money he has, and holding on to it and moving it around, basically. Like it's like he doesn't want his things to be seized. He's not that worried. Oof. He's not that worried. He's not that worried, guys. Look at him. Devil card came up for him. But in terms of his energy, he ain't worried. He's not worried. So far, he's not really worried. And the feeling I'm getting from him is he's sort of like the industry's got my back. That's what I'm getting from him. Okay. Okay. All right, Mr. David. Let's look at his personality. And again, I have to repeat, I don't know this man. I have not heard of him before this. But I will say when I look at his photos, I get such a really creeped out feeling from his photos. It reminds me of, who was that guy who died? And he had like the cross tattoo on his face. He was a woman beater, and his fans blamed his latest girlfriend for his death. He was such a disturbed spirit. He was a rapper. He died a few years ago. But that guy, I was just like, Godspeed. Yes, Tentacion. He reminds me of Tentacion. Whatever. He reminds me of that dude, of that guy. I get the same feeling that I got from Tentacion, whatever. Yeah, I'm old, okay? I'm an older millennial. I don't know these people. Okay, David. Let me go to that other photo really quickly because I felt like I was getting more from that other photo. He's concerned with money. Interesting. Okay, I am asking about his personality. He's a very emotional person. Even though he's an Aries, he comes across as more of a Scorpio to me. More of a Scorpio Cancer type of person, type of guy. Jesus. They're giving me more information about the situation. In terms of his personality, he's like very concerned about money. Like this is giving me Diddy vibes a little bit. The first time that I was reading on Diddy, he's very, very concerned about money. Jeez, man. He feels more like a Scorpio Cancer person than an Aries, honestly. And he's also showing me that on the surface, like he's quite a charming guy, a nice guy on the surface. It's quite charming. And it feels like he knows how to make people feel comfortable in one-on-one situations, right? But underneath that, it feels like you could meet him, you would have a really good impression of him, but within 2 to 3 months, oh no, this guy's bad news. It's like his true side show. And again, he's giving me more of a Scorpio, Cancer type of energy, where it's like his feelings are very turbulent. He could be a water rising sign, that's true. It's like his feelings are quite turbulent. He has like some darkness to him. I'm not digging too deeply into it right now. He has some darkness to him. Like I feel Cancer, Scorpio really strong with him. He has some darkness to him. It also feels like he's a bit of like a drama queen as well. Where and like in no way am I justifying, like pedo behavior or PDF, behavior. I'm not justifying it, but he has the mentality of a very young person. Like, it's almost like he has the mentality of a toddler a little bit. Where for him, if he gets any little bit of resistance, it's like the end of the world for him. And he just has like a freak out session about it, right? It's very strange. He feels like he feels young to me, like young-minded, really young-minded. I low-key feel like she was more mature than he was. How old is he? How old is he? He feels much younger than his age. Like, what is he, mid-20s? He's like much younger than his age. Manipulative, very insecure. He had multiple women. I see a Sagittarius woman. I see Celeste is here as well. No, she was more mature than he was. It sounds really messed up to say that about, like, you know, a little girl who died at 14 years old. She was more mature than he was. But they're showing that he's quite manipulative. He's really insecure. He has like abandonment issues as well. And it feels like if he gets resistance from anyone, he just like, it's like a meltdown, like what you would see from a toddler. I feel like there's another woman here, or it could be a young girl. There's another one. So this is Celeste. This is a Sagittarius. You guys are asking questions if she's his first victim. I will ask that question, but they're showing me two ladies, two feminine energies here, two feminine energies. Okay, you know, this could get like really, you know, negative. So I'm gonna graze it. I'm not gonna take it into me, especially since I'm sick or getting over a sickness. I'm gonna graze it. All right, so that's his like personality really quickly. Let me get into some like shadow stuff. David. Sometimes I see borderline as that energy, you know, like what is it? Fear of abandonment, temper tantrums, discarding people. Sometimes I do see that as borderline personality disorder. Obviously, I'm not a therapist. I cannot diagnose anyone. They're just cards, blah, 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 whatever. What is, oh, okay, it's upside down. He has a severe lack of confidence. Oh my gosh, she's coming out so strongly. She's coming out so strongly in his shadow. Yeah, he comes across as a water sign. He doesn't really feel too much like an Aries. What they're basically saying, so this is him as an Aries, you know, fire sign guy. This is what he's showing on the surface, right? So I'm asking for his shadow cards. But what they're showing to me is that no, he doesn't have the confidence that people think he does. And he also feels like quite lonely. He's very lonely. And yes, they did have a romantic relationship. So this is Celeste here. She's coming out very strongly. They did have a romantic relationship here. And look at this. This is her. This is her, and this is quite symbolic. So she's this butterfly that didn't get to hatch. She didn't get to bloom. And look at all the swords around her. This is her. And she's saying she's speaking the truth here. And this feels like him. He comes across as a water sign male to me. That's him. Okay. So the way that I asked that question is, what is he hiding from the public? He's hiding her. He's hiding her. Ooh, buddy. Ooh, buddy. Did y'all say he was arrested? Oh, he's 20 years old? Okay, okay. He feels younger than 20. He feels like a teenager to me. But I mean, 20 and 19, that's pretty close. Or like even younger than a teenager, maybe like tween type of energy. So like 12, 13, he feels more like that to me. He's very childish. He comes across as a child. I feel like his lawyer is telling him to end this tour, to put this tour on pause. His lawyer is just like, you need to end this tour now. It doesn't look good. Okay, so he's not giving me this shadow side stuff. He's mostly talking about this case, so I think we should just move on. I mean, because to be honest, it's really not that pertinent, because I guess you can listen to his music and read his lyrics and tell what the hell his shadow side is. So let's move on. Let's move on to talking about the case. He's been hiding her for a long time. He had a Discord server and his moderators knew about their relationship and tried to delete messages so they were referenced to talk about Celeste. Okay, that makes sense then. All right, let's look at your questions about this. Okay, so y'all are asking a lot of questions, but you're not asking the most important one. Did he actually harm her? So we always have to start off these readings by asking the most obvious question first to make sure that we're reading on the right thing. So let me go to a picture of the both of them together. David, Celeste. Beautiful name too. 14 years old. 14 years old, man. Can I talk to Celeste first? Beautiful, beautiful. They got into a fight. Beautiful energy. I can feel her a little bit, actually. I can feel her a bit. She has beautiful, gorgeous, gorgeous energy. Beautiful energy. Very, very loving little girl. I mean, she's a girl, very loving girl. She's showing that there was a fight that they had, and I feel like there are witnesses. There are people who witnessed the fight. A couple of people who may have seen their argument. Okay, so let's ask. She said that she liked that he was famous. She liked that he was famous. And I feel like he also talked to her about how he's so lonely, being famous, being well known. I don't know if he was like well known by the time that she met him when she was what, 10, 11 years old. But she's saying that she liked that he was famous. It really attracted her. And she felt sort of like protective over him in a way. So he is giving, like it does feel like he felt much younger and more vulnerable compared to her. And he was also telling her something like he feels trapped by fame. Like it's sort of like the Kurt Cobain video that I did, where these people want to be famous, but once they finally get it, they realize that it's very isolating. So it feels like that's kind of what she told him, or he told her as well. They're like, yeah, you know, I'm really happy, I'm taking off, but I feel like I can't go outside. I can't like talk to people how I want to talk to them. And like that vulnerability, she liked the fame, but she also liked his vulnerability. Did she travel around with him? Because it feels like she did. I think that her mother, an older woman in her family tried to stop this, by the way. So someone in her family, they did try. Did she travel with him? Okay, she traveled with him. Okay, so she's showing me that she traveled with him. I mean, she's basically giving me the background of things that she liked about it. And again, she's a child. So, you know, she's a child. But she enjoyed that. It feels like she may have been on like his tours for a very long time. But again, she's a child, and either a mother, this feels like an older woman. It doesn't feel like a sister or cousin, but this feels like a mother, auntie, something like that. They try to stop this from happening. There he is again. Listen, he feels like the industry has got his back. Industry's got my back. That's what he feels like. He's just like, no, I got it. There's some executive here. I feel like I'm gonna ask that question directly, but I do feel like allegedly, Hollywood may be trying to protect him. Someone. I see an executive here, a Hollywood executive. Oh, and my car is dropped. Hold on, people. Let me pick them up. Okay. Okay. She's saying that he was seeing well, she's saying girls. She's saying he was seeing other girls. I feel like is her father still alive? Because there's definitely an older male in her family who's really disappointed in what's happening with the case. So I'm just gonna read through this because you know I have to honor what she's saying. And also she's a kid. She recently passed, so like she's not gonna be ordered, right? But I'm getting here that there's a father here who's like really disappointed with how things are happening, or grandfather, uncle, something to that effect. And she's saying that he had other girls and that made her sad. I feel like she wanted to marry him. She wanted to marry him and have a kid with him. Mom was against this. She knew that he was a manipulator, but it's like the more that mom tried to stop, the more that the daughter just, you know, Celeste, she just went for it. He's a manipulator. This feels like pregnancy, guys. She was pregnant. Or he believed that she was pregnant. Jesus. He was under the impression that she was. So it's possible that that she may have said, "I think I am," but I'm getting like this feeling of pregnancy here. And then I was like, well, was she? And this is usually a yes, but I'm hearing the correction. He was under the impression that she was. I'm asking this question, did he murder her? I'm asking that question. And it's interesting because it's not answering the question directly. Like it feels like it's sort of like a so-so type of thing where like it feels like it could have been an accident. Because earlier in the reading, she did show me that there was a fight. It feels like it was a physical altercation, that there were some people who witnessed it. And I'm kind of getting like an accident almost. Like an accident maybe. And again, I feel like there are witnesses to this. So it wasn't like him and her. There were like maybe at least like 2 other people there who saw something. Okay, Celeste. Yeah, she's telling me that I'm getting close. There was a fight. There was a fight. I'm getting another man here. Okay, let me show this to you. I mean, she, you know, bless her. She's just like, yeah, you're getting close to it. So I'm basically asking her what happened to her. She wants to talk about him more, but I'm feeling like there's like another man here. So these are those 2. This was a fight here. She was asked to do something or something to that effect. She didn't do it, and there was a fight. There's another dude here. Someone saw this. Apparently a friend of his knew something or was around. Yeah, someone saw this. Like it could be that they saw the beginning of the fight and then it just continued and then something happened. Because from his point of view, he's just like, no. It was an accident almost. Okay, so what's the name for like an accidental murder? Isn't it like manslaughter or something, or involuntary manslaughter? Poor thing. She doesn't want to talk about her death. Yes, she was murdered. She was murdered. She was. I mean, obviously, she was. She was murdered. So I'm trying to ask the question in a different way because, again, she recently passed. This is going to be really uncomfortable for her to talk about. But look, she was murdered. And this is like, this can be a friend, but it can also be a relationship. She was. It kind of feels like an accident to me. It doesn't feel like, I mean, covering up the crime, that's obviously not an accident, but it feels like the actual event could have been an accident, or like it could have been like an explosion of violence that it wasn't planned. It doesn't feel like it was planned. Did you guys get into a fight? There's something here. There's something here. Like maybe, so part of the fight is they were under the impression that she could have been pregnant. The other thing that I'm seeing is that, again, there's like this presence of another woman of like asking questions like, are you spending time with her? Did you take her out? Did you take her out traveling with you? Did you have another lady on here? What happened with this? Are you spending money on her? Are you talking to her? Someone that he was talking to online as well, because he had other girls, other women, girls, whatever. So it's like they were arguing about all this stuff. No, he didn't purposely kill her. It feels like it was an accident. Whatever it was an accident. See, again, they're giving me the same energy. No, it wasn't on purpose. It wasn't on purpose. I don't know how to word it to get a specific answer because they're both being like really particular about this. But it does not feel like it was premeditated. It doesn't feel like it's going to be a first degree type of thing. It feels more like a crime of passion, an explosion of anger. Let me ask this. There were multiple people involved in this. Maybe two? Maybe either like two guys or maybe two other people. But this could also be like covering something up after the fact. But for sure, he was involved. He was involved, right? And they're saying that the involvement is keeping the secret. Okay, I'm asking who placed her body in the Tesla, and it feels like he did. He did. She still loves him, guys. Even in death, she still loves him. She still loves him. She still does. Yeah. It was like a breakup argument. It feels like they were arguing about multiple things, but they were going for a breakup. And then again, they're showing me this explosion of violence where like both of them were not thinking clearly. And it just, whatever it was that happened, it just happened. What she's showing me is like this fight, like a physical fight that kind of got out of hand. I wouldn't be surprised if there's like potentially either two guys, one girl, or one woman. Like it feels like there are multiple people involved in this. It doesn't feel like it's just him, who helped him either like keep the secret or to cover things up or to move the car or to whatever. There are multiple people involved in this, guys. It's not just him. It's not just him. Jeez, man. Jeez. He didn't do like this dismemberment of her body. He did not do it by himself. There were multiple people involved in this. Multiple. I feel like there could be a woman as well involved that he knew online, who kind of either helped him, like she could have helped him physically, or she could have like given him resources or something. But this feels like they will find information in like the chats or something like that. They will find information in the chats. They will. Because I feel like a woman, she kept something and they'll be able to find something on her phone. I mean, she's being, listen, she just passed, so I don't think that she wants to talk about the nitty gritty of how she passed, but it feels like what she's showing me is there was a huge fight. They were arguing about like other women, spending money. What are you doing this? Are you really pregnant? Like, I want to break up, And it's like an explosion. And there were multiple people there who at least saw the fight. And there were other people who knew what he did and they helped him to cover it up. He did not want her to have a kid. Looky here. So again, she's showing up as like, not a dozen, maybe like excluding him, maybe 3, 4 other people, maybe. Because I feel like there were different steps to it. So multiple people saw the fight that happened where like whatever it is that happened between them happened. And then there could have been other people who were involved in the cover up. So listen. Here's this pregnancy. So again, I'm not sure if she was actually pregnant or if they knew for sure that she was pregnant, but it feels like, oh, I missed my period, I could be pregnant. It feels like he did not want that. He didn't want it. He didn't want it. But no, I don't get a dozen. I don't get that. It feels like somewhere between 3 and 5 potentially. Between 3 and 5, including him. Okay, let's move on. Well, we already answered that question. Okay. Okay, let's ask this question. Is David, oh, let me go back to this. Oh, they were expecting. Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. A freaking 14-year-old. Okay. Is David linked to a sex trafficking ring? Loosely, yes, loosely. Loosely. Allegedly. Yes, yes. I'm getting a yes, but they're saying, oh, poor, look at her. Look at her. Yes, but what I'm getting from this is loosely. And what I'm feeling from this is it's not like, he was like a kingpin or he was moving girls around or anything. Like, he could have been a customer at some point. Or it's also possible that what they're saying is that some of the girls that he dealt with, they were sex trafficked. And so he was kind of like a John in that sense. But I don't get the feeling that he was purposely going after these girls because he knew that they were sex trafficked. It just feels like that's what it was. And he spent time with these people. So he's loosely involved in this, loosely. But it feels like with time, like if this wasn't found out, oh, he would have been in there like swimwear in sex trafficking in Hollywood. He would have been in there. And it feels like he would have been the one who procured the girls. Girls. They're saying girls. Jesus. Okay, let's see. Is Celeste David's only victim? In terms of like the PDF behavior, no, she's not. She's not. He has multiple girls all over the world. Girls. So in terms of the PDF behavior, no, she's not his only victim. In terms of the, listen, I'm just going to say it. I know that this video is going to be demonetized anyway, but in terms of murder, I don't know, guys. I feel like he's discussed. This is crazy. I feel like he has discussed potentially like killing someone before. But it feels more like he may have tried to discuss paying someone to do it. It definitely feels like he's come close with others. He's definitely come close. He's come close before. I feel like there could be like a previous attempted murder on it. Oh my God. Previous attempted. And like maybe this person ended up in the hospital. I mean, usually this is a yes, but what followed up after it is like they're showing me the same explosion of anger and then this person is in the hospital. Guys, they're giving me like yes energy. Yes. I wonder if he's done something as a minor and his record is sealed. I really wonder that. Because this can also be, I can also see this as you were a child when you did something and your record was expunged. Let me ask again to make sure, allegedly. I'm not gonna get like really deep into that, to be honest, because already this reading is not that great. Again, I'm getting the same sort of like, because it doesn't feel like it's on purpose. Oh, that's so bizarre. Like it doesn't feel like this stuff that they're showing me it doesn't feel like it's on purpose. It feels like a flip switches or something, and then it's an explosion of anger, and then it's just like, oh, what did I do? What did I do? It's not his first attempt. I should say that. It's not his first attempt. It's not his first run-in with the law. It's not. He may have expunged records as a minor. And I also feel like he's definitely like had discussions before of like offing someone, assassinating someone, like paying someone else to do it for him. He's had like a real discussion about that before. And it's a woman. It's a woman that he had this discussion about before Celeste. How the hell are you that freaking young and like getting up to all of that shit? What the hell is this? Okay, let's go through this really quickly. Has he always have homicidal tendencies? So let's ask that. Yes. Yes. But it feels like he knows how to stop himself. There's something going on with his fucking mind. Like, really? How many times do I have to see this? Usually I get this when someone has a rational side of themselves and then they have like a different part of themselves where they just snap and they kind of lose their mind a little bit. And what this is saying like, yes, like sometimes when he gets angry, when his emotions are really high, like he is kind of someone who thinks of killing people. Like you know how, you know, some people, they may say like, I've never said this before in my life, but some people may say, oh, you know, he pissing me off. I could punch the shit off. I could punch his like, it feels like he gets that way, but he thinks of killing people. Like he thinks of like slashing them or something. That's what he thinks when he's angry. That's his first go-to. Kind of like how, you know, and I hate to bring this up, how Cardi B, like she wishes like death and molestation on people when she's angry. He's kind of like that, but he's worse. He's worse. But then they're saying, but like most times he's able to stop himself from going down that path, But then other times it's almost like he blacks out. Am I getting this right? He's depressed, guys. He also thinks of like, you know, suicide. He's disturbed. He's disturbed. Yeah, they're like I'm getting it right. I mean, there are some things that I'm missing, but to be honest, I'm missing it on purpose because I don't want to read on him anymore. To be honest, I really don't. So I'm fine with not being like 100% right in this case. Cause I don't want to touch this pen. After this, I'm going to watch Love is Blind. Okay, let's try to get this over with really quickly. Did Davis label help him cover up the murder? Oh, here he is again. There's a different woman. There's a well, she could be a girl, I don't know. There's a different woman. I feel like he was having sexual relations with someone else, and it's possible that this lady, she helped him. Did Davis label help him cover up the murder? Yes. Allegedly. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, they did. And here's the other lady. This is not Celeste. This is one of the other ones he was dealing with. Here's someone else who helped him that he was having sex with. And I feel like he was having sex with her in that house. Yeah, they did. They helped him. They helped him cover it up. And it also feels like they're so it feels like he contacted them. Like this feels more like crisis PR type of thing. Actually, you know what? Let me ask that question. Did they notice? Oh, they're saying they knew about the murder. I was going to give them an out that like maybe they just thought, oh, this girl disappeared, so we came up with a good cover story for him. But no, they knew about the murder. They knew about the murder and they helped him. They gave him instructions on what to say. They helped him. What record label is he with? Do y'all remember Godfather? I think part 2. Where Michael, he wanted his like liquor license or something in Las Vegas to set up a casino, and the senator didn't want to give it to him. So they basically set the senator up. Like he went to, you know, prostitutes or something, and they drugged him, knocked him out, and they basically killed the prostitute. And they put her in a bed next to him. He woke up. He's like afraid. He's like, oh my gosh, I don't know what happened. They set it up basically. But they said, you know, we'll help you clean this up as long as you give us the liquor license. Like, I feel like that's pretty normal. That's like normal. That happens more often than people realize. the record label knew. He signed an Interscope Records and some other label named Dark Room. They knew. They cleaned up. They told him what to say. Because I feel like he made a phone call. And they told him what to say. Okay. Okay, so did David think, I mean, yes, he did think he would get away with it. Did David think he would get away with killing Celeste? Oh, he's also telling me, I feel like he was accusing her of talking to another guy as well. He was accusing her of that. He may have also been accusing her that maybe like another guy was the real father. He was accusing her of a lot. 14 years old. Listen, she's still saying that she loves him. She still does. This is sad. Look at this. It's sad. Yeah, you know, he thought he could get away with it. But he's not entirely stupid. He felt that if he just got out of Dodge, if he stuck to himself, and then there would be enough time to where things could be gotten rid of. He just didn't think that people would figure things out so quickly. He thought that he could get away with it, but he also knew that no, I'm you know, I need to be quick about things. I need to be quick. Okay. Celeste. Will Celeste get legal justice? People won't be happy. They won't be happy. They're not going to be happy about the conclusion of this. Folks won't be happy about this. They won't. They're not going to be happy. People will talk about it for some time, and there will be some people who will try to keep this case alive. But the feeling that I get from this is it's almost like there's not enough evidence, or maybe people don't speak up. Like the right people who know things, they just don't speak up. I feel like she's going to get symbolic justice, not necessarily legal justice. So far, it depends on who actually speaks up, because again, they're saying that there are people who saw this fight and they have not spoken to the press or the cops yet. There are people who saw this fight, and that could give the police more clues about what happened, because it feels like it started with a physical altercation. People saw it. Whatever happened between them. Like again, they both keep telling me that it was an accident, and then there were people who helped him cover up the what happened after the fact. Yeah, even here, I just asked, will he go to prison over her death? It feels like at first, no. At first, no. Because it's just like trying to gather the evidence. It's difficult. It's difficult. But this could be one of those cases where it comes back around and then bam, bam. So at first, no. A lot of evidence is just not there. But there's a potential for this to come back around to him, or for there to be like new evidence, or maybe someone finally speaks up about what they saw, and then there's a chance of him going to prison. But for now, well, will he be arrested? Will David be arrested? I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know. In order for that to happen, Hollywood has to give up on him. I don't know. This is the same energy that I was getting when you guys were asking me if Diddy was going to be found guilty of RICO. And I was just like, no, I don't see it. I really don't. Here, they're saying Hollywood needs to give up on him in order for it to happen. Because it feels like people aren't speaking up, because maybe some of these people want their own careers in Hollywood, or maybe some of these people, they don't want to be like a victim of the industry. And if they see that, okay, so Interscope has dropped him, so we can speak. It feels something like that. So it's not really clear right now, to be honest. She doesn't want people to worry for her. It's like they're saying that there was evidence on his body, like on the clothes, but they allowed him too much time to get rid of those things. Like, she is giving me the impression that just in this case, justice will work slow. What timeline are we in? She's telling me that justice works slow in this case. I can read on it really quickly later on. But so far right now, I'm not getting any slam dunks here. Not really. Ooh, excuse me. I already answered that. Will Celeste's family be charged with a crime? No. Maybe like some of the friends who were around. Okay, so this is the car. This is the car where the death happened. So they're saying that they need to look closer at that car. They need to look closer at that car. What else are you saying about this car? Like, there's evidence of like, because again, I said I feel like there was a woman who helped him. There's evidence of like another woman in that car that will lead them to this person who has like this information on her phone. So it's like they need to look at the DNA on the car more closely, because there's like multiple female DNA tissue samples, whatever, in that car. She's saying they need to look at the DNA in that car, like the steering wheels, who was actually driving it, because it doesn't feel like he did it alone. He didn't do it alone. It was coordinated. Oh, see, I'm getting a headache from this. And it's almost like they're taking their sweet ass time to do this stuff. I don't know why. They're taking their sweet time to do this. No, Celeste's family is not going to be charged. They're not going to be charged, because again, if it feels like a mother figure, she tried to stop things, and then there's like an older male energy. I'm not sure if it's a father or if it's an uncle. I'm not exactly sure who it is, but like people in her family, they did try. They did. I mean, I don't know if it was their best, but they did try. Okay. So what's that question? I think this is going to be the last two questions. Is Interscope paying the police off? No. No, it doesn't feel like it. No, it feels like the police, they are, I don't know why this is. They're giving me the impression that their hands are tied. Their hands are tied. That's the impression that the police are giving me. Could it be because of what's going on in the U.S. that they're using as an excuse not to take this case seriously? What's going on in the U.S.? Okay, so was he performing a ritual when he asked his fans to write letters to the deceased at his show? Oh, that was a mistake. No, he was just trying to save his career. That was like image making. PR. He was trying to save his career. Again, they're saying that he has a really bad temper. A really bad temper. And it gets the best of him. He was just trying to save his career, doing something that he thought would have been thoughtful to look good in front of the public. Let's see, Celeste, do you have anything else you want to say? I don't really think she's here anymore. Oh, yeah. There's a guy here. There's a guy, he knows what happened. She's showing me the same dude. I wonder if this guy has already left the country. I wonder if he already left the country, guys. I feel like he may have already left. Whoever this man is. This is the one where I feel like he saw the fight and he may have like heard what happened after the fight left the room that he was in. I feel like this guy may have left the country. This is the one who is the best witness in terms of what happened, like how could she have possibly passed? No, no. Oh, I think no. Sorry. Let me finish this. Yes. So Celeste is telling me that this person is key, but I feel like he's left the country. Did the guy work at Target? What? Okay, did this guy work at Target? No. No, he didn't work at Target. But it feels like he was in the inner circle. He was in the inner circle. And I'm getting that he saw them fighting and they may have like moved to a different room or maybe a different part of the room or something. And he sort of like turned his back, but he was looking around and he could have heard something that happened. And if he describes what he heard, they will be able to figure out what exactly happened to her. But she's saying that guy is key, but it feels like he left. He's gone. He's gone already. And I think David, if he hasn't done it already, he's going to try to contact her family. But her family is going to be like, too little, too late, punk. Like, really? So this is the mom. This is like an older male relative. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know if that's the father. I don't know. But he's going to contact them maybe like within this year or maybe the beginning of next year. And they're just going to be like, really? Are you serious? All right, guys, I'm done with this. I'm done with this. We should have talked about Nicole Kidman. I'm done with this guy. But yeah, I'm gonna go watch Love is Blind France. They're a hot mess, but they're not as messy as this crap that's happening with Hollyweird. Okay, so if you want a reading, go to www.tarotbymocha.com. Please do not ask me to read on this David stuff privately because I'm going to give you your money back if you do. It's like really gross. It's really sad. And I feel so bad for that little girl because, you know, I just feel bad. Yeah, so personal reading, www.tarotbymocha.com. PayPal no longer works on my website. I don't know what's going on with PayPal. So if you want to use PayPal, just go to Etsy. Although I prefer for you to buy from my website. But again, if you're like in a different country and your card doesn't work on my website, I have PayPal on Etsy. I will see you in December for the next full moon reading. And hopefully the next time we do a live, we talk about something. I mean, we're definitely going to talk about Nicole Kidman. That's not really happy. Maybe she is happy to get rid of him, but we're going to talk about something that's a little bit lighter because there's just been too much mess happening in Hollywood. All right. Oh no, my evening is over. It's like 11 p.m. here. Yeah, have a good night, people. Enjoy yourself. Don't consume too much negativity. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it. I was actually speaking to a client yesterday and we were talking about the Cardi B, Nicki Minaj situation. I'm just like, it's not even like that funny anymore. Just, just don't. Just don't. But anyway, get a reading, tarotbymocha.com. PayPal is disabled on my website. If you need to use PayPal, go to Etsy. I prefer you to go to my website, but if you need to use PayPal, go to Etsy. I'll see you guys next time. We will talk about Nicole Kidman if nothing else happens between now and next week. Nicole Kidman. All right. Bye, guys.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this reading and want something more personal, I offer private tarot readings tailored just for you. Whether you're curious about your love life, your career path, spiritual and personal growth, or if you are seeking clarity on a specific situation, there's a reading to support you. I also specialize in celebrity readings, providing intuitive and respectful insights on your favorite celebs and how their energy may connect with yours. Most of my readings are written, but I also offer live readings for 30 minutes, 1 hour, or more. And if you need answers fast, I offer same-day and next-day delivery options for quick clarity right away. You can find me on Etsy, on my website www.tarotbymocha, or click the link in the description box below. Until next time, trust your intuition and take care.